Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about this puzzle here. So let us move a few things over. We got us a sliding block puzzle. We need to get this ladder over here. So what I need to do... pull this feller down. This feller goes over. This feller goes up. Oh, wait a minute. No, no, no. I don't go in here. I get it over here. Alright. Let's see. Gonna move you down. Let's move you over. I think what I gotta do is get this over in the corner here. Let's see. Can I push you all the way to the side? No. Good question, Gren. Season 3. Yeah. Well, it's always kind of an open question whether an anime is going to be supported in the long term as it catches up to and risks outpacing the events in the novel or manga. AKA the Game of Thrones problem. So I think what I gotta do... Yeah, hold that thought. What I need to get this over here so I can keep this up here and slide this over. I think I might need to reconsider my approach here. Yeah, sleds with goods on them. Hey, Tangerus, good to have you here. Doing alright so far. We're solving puzzles in... God only knows. Sumeria or Mesopotamia, I think. Like Fantasyland take on the Babel myth. But good to have you here. How's it going tonight? Actually, yeah, this might work. Bring you down over here. Now we got some elbow room. You over here. Yes, this works. Then we drop these two. Move you all the way over to the left. And we slide these three up and move the ladder over, which has rather nicely stayed standing completely vertically despite seemingly being unsupported. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm new here. This is just their way. It is my goal to immerse myself in this newfound culture. And I shall do that by proving I'm the fucking best at sliding block puzzles. Alright. Hey! Alright, money. I know what to do with this. There was that, beggar we could give this to. And I assume they're going to teach us some new vocabulary. As while we're here, I want to take another look at this section.
Huh?
Alright. Alright, hello. This person appears to be trading music or instruments. You... Alright, so that's probably not watch. Let's, revise our notes here. If anything, this is watch. But yeah, this has to be music instruments. We found the pottery store over here. But this is going to be something else entirely. Trade. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for here. It's an adventure game, but the puzzles that let you progress are essentially linguistic. And it's not just helping you understand the story, but it's literally how you progress. So yeah, you can see this dude is making pots here. So this icon, where are you at here, goes right here. And that's kind of an enclosure of this, but not quite. So slightly different icon with a different meaning, but there's a similar root meaning. Interesting. You can tell they thought carefully about the language constructs in this game, but we're still doing something. We're still working with relatively simple terms. It works for the sense of progression and gradually understanding the basic terms in a language. Alright, let me head up here. I believe the poor fellow was somewhere around the abbey, or the, temple or whatever. This way, I believe. That's it. Here you go, pal. Don't spend it all in one place. Huh, alright. Okay, so that means great. Me watch you? I thought I cleared that. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a key in a vase. Sick! Alright, go to the garden. Priest something garden. You want seek priest, Priest something garden. I thought I cleared that. Hold on a second. Alright, that's cleared. Alright, so the garden. Ooh, there's another kitty. Can I pet that one? No. Damnation. Alright, well, let's find the garden. I believe that was down this way. Oh, nope. Right. So we were looking for... I think this might be it. Nope. There was a striped pot in the middle of a couple others. Maybe it's this one. Nice! Hey! Alright. Now I have no idea what this key goes to, but better to have a key and not need than need and not have. Now, we did have a few other languagey puzzles waiting for us. Now, I recall that this was cemetery, and it's enclosed around this icon, which we haven't learned yet, but it's a good chance that this actually means death, or decay, or something like that. This fella, I believe, was the priest. So... what does this mean? Plant? Pot? Plant? No. Oh, hold on a second. Does this mean plant? Grow, maybe? Hey! Alright. Preacher, death and dead, and plant. Alright, cool. Little by little, our understanding grows. What else did we have? Right, we got that one. Then there's this. So we know this is help, and this is watch. So these two I'm not so sure about. But they're going to be verbs. And yeah, like Ivory was saying, all the verbs here have these lines under them, so it's going to be these ones in particular. So... maybe this is... Huh. Well, we are working through our symbols here. Let's try this. Fuck yeah! Alright. Talk, love like, see, look, help. Alright. Kick ass. Another thing, note the preacher has the L extended by a symbol you see elsewhere, but as a verb. Oh, okay, I see that, yeah. So yeah, it's man who speaks, basically. But yeah, in this context it means preacher. Again, you can get the sense that they put some real thought into how pictograms work. You definitely see this in Chinese and Japanese, where there's a there are simplified depictions of an object, and more complicated constructions, especially with kanji, will have, like, there might be a character that represents I, and you'll see that in things like to see and mirror and other things that have to do with vision and sight and such. Sometimes in unexpected ways, but in ways that do make sense once you understand the root construction, the basic elements that go into the picture. And, you know, obviously we're more working with, like, cuneiform or some other kind of carved language more than a society that has easy access to paper and writing. But similar rules apply. Alright, now, we weren't able to solve this before, but let's see if we can we hop in line? And note the symbols in the top as well. There's going to be some visual pattern to these that we have to look for. Excuse me. Alright, no, something tells me this goes somewhere else. Hey, here we go. So it looks like checking those kind of resets their positioning in the room. I get the feeling we're not ready for this yet. Let's go back outside. Alright. God loves us. Yeah, he loves us so much he split our language into a whole bunch of different ones. Just to see us struggle a bit. Alright. Let's see. God talks to us. Okay, so it's a mouth. Alright. See, suddenly it all makes sense. Although this could very easily get dark. Because, again, if we're going on the Babel myth, then this was... These people were separated for a reason. We trade music. You like music. Okay, no, this is instruments. Alright. Right. Instruments. Me trade. Maybe I got this backwards. See, I thought I tried that already. Now let's go take a look at Pottery Barn again. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some sinister direction behind what happened to these people. Alright. Homeboy trades or makes pottery. You seek, want pottery. Yeah, he's asking if I'm interested, and you know, symbol construction. Because I feel like this up here should be music, the sound the instrument makes. Down here is the instrument itself. Unless... Hey! Okay. This is the making thereof. Alright. Instrument, that's what I had wrong. Music, instrument, Making. Alright. Alright. So we haven't sorted out pottery yet, but we'll get there. Rock and roll. Alright, so actually we are caught up in our puzzle book here. Well, we still have these guys, but we haven't even begun to work on that yet. Alright. Let's get back to looking around. Got a key burning a hole in our pocket. The symbol you try to stick next to the pot is a derivative of, I think, called crop. Right. Okay, yeah. This is plant, and then this has to do with pot, or vessel. So that makes sense. So I was misunderstanding that this was referring to the creation of the pot itself. I thought the emphasis was on the pot and not the making thereof. That's where I was being thrown off. Alright. So there's definitely some adjusting to the logic of the game as you try to convert these symbols into meaning. And it takes some getting used to, but also I can see what the game's doing, and I do kind of appreciate that the game isn't being as rough as it could with this. Now, also, I note earlier that I could follow these guys, and it didn't seem to do anything. There's going to be a lot of digressions as I try to solve puzzles and explore the game. So I'll set a little more scatterbrain than usual tonight. I do apologize. I think this might be just teaching us the mechanic of following people, however, because that's what we do up in the temple. Actually, hang on a second. Was there a puzzle in the graveyard? That's right, there was the statues. Alright, so we've got pot or potion, sword, key, and instrument. Alright. God sees us, huh? Although it's possible I need to solve the temple puzzle first. And that will tell me what order to put these in. Alright, so having everything facing the center is not the solution. Say, Levy. Alright. Actually, I just remembered, back at the other fast travel point, there was that, like, Skype call I got into. Let us backtrack real quick to that. Alright. This by itself is interesting, because it implies a level of technological development about the society. Okay, you help me. Plants are dying. I don't want plants to die. This guy's saying he can't do anything. Interesting. I think this guy is going to be a whole other faction. Yeah, that's this thing right here. We can't really... Sky... Okay, yeah, they need you to know multiple languages. Alright, yeah, that's kind of the impression I'm getting here. This is something we haven't even dabbled in yet. Yeah, I can't do... He's gesturing he can't understand. That makes sense. Because, yeah, obviously, as we go to different areas of the tower, we will encounter different people with different symbols. Did this guy have anything? No, it's just got some guy trying to make a call. Alright. Well, let's go back to the temple. Alright. Hey, thanks for the tip, by the way. Any idea where this key is used? Go to the garden. Preacher loves the garden. You're seeking the preacher. Actually, wonder if said preacher has something we should know. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind telling me where this key I found goes to? I totally belong here. Alright, preacher's not in the garden. Can't find the preacher. Plants are dying. I don't like dying plants. An understandable concern. What should I call my dude? Sleeveless he's in a sleeveless robe. Actually, let's take a look at this guy. This person, really. We don't have any idea what we are other than what we woke up in a casket. But yeah, we're wearing like a sleeveless robe. We're looking kind of thin. Bro is obviously not doing his pull-ups. You are an L. Yeah. Elvis! Yes, we are Elvis. We are the king, and we're back, and we're gonna set things right again. Elvis has re-entered the building. Let's do this. Alright. Now, let's see if we can find some... Yeah, yeah, Elvis starting with an L. Awesome. Alright. Plant... Key... Devotee, you, God. Honestly, there are only so many, you probably could brute force this. But I feel like something is meant for here. Yeah, it's a noun-verb-noun structure. These centers are all are verbs. So these three, or these two are going to be subject and object. And I feel like up here, we're supposed to put something that will help make sense of the puzzle, except we haven't found anything like that so far. Yeah, what noun would you verb with another noun? I'm gonna follow them into one of the other rooms, or the room over here. And spin some dials and see if we can make some sense out of this. Pardon me. Just partaking in your rich culture. Definitely not poking around your religious places for items of significance. I have puzzles to solve. Elvis has work to do. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. Just seeing if there's anything else I might have missed. We do still have a few unsolved glyphs. Because I know I haven't actually solved that. It is possible we have missed a vital clue somewhere. And so far there really hasn't been much in the way of pixel hunting with this. Very few items you have to interact with. Obviously it's not the focal part of the game. Hey, here we go. Yes, that's what I missed. Here's a locked door. Fuck yeah, progress! Elvis has entered the building. Alright, what do we got here? Hey! Alright. Alright, that's new. Me find, blank find God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going up. The preacher. Ah. Okay. What's this? Oh, no, that could exit us out. Ooh! Oh! This looks useful. Alright. Me find God. Going to the cemetery. I'm going up. Alright. Alright. Okay. We know this is key. This is pot, or vessel. This is... Right, that's the potion. And then there's this thing. Key, pot, lens, potion. Hell yeah! One language down. Hey, look at this! Damn right. I go evermore and control the Matrix, or wherever the hell we are. Now, does that help us solve the puzzle? That's a good question. Actually, this probably goes in the, Yes, yes, I'll bet you this goes in the statue of God sees all, and that lets us arrange silhouettes in a way we can solve the puzzle. Maybe, possibly, because it also looks like it would fit in the, temple. Alright, no, there's no puzzle interact icon here. Maybe not yet. Maybe I do gotta use this in the temple first. Alright, come on, Elvis. We're gonna go find religion. Hi, it's me again. Just gonna hop under the line right here. I noticed that each of these dudes has a different hat. I'm wondering if those are gonna be the different peoples. Maybe, possibly. Alright, let's try using you. Aha! Okay. So we arrange them like so, possibly? Man. See. Man looks at the devotee. Nice. Alright. So I'm wondering if it was possible to solve this without this. I assume it is. Devotee looks at God. Because, yeah, you figure it's a 6x6x6 puzzle. So whether through logicking out the sentence construction, or just, you know, brute forcing it, it should be possible. Write that down, write that down. Oh boy, okay. Hang on a second. Because, yeah, I figure you probably could figure this out. God looks at the instrument. Interesting. And I wonder if that would let you sequence break a bit. Preacher talks to the man. Preacher talks to the man. Excuse me. Alright, we'll double check that first one real quick. Hey! Oh, hey! Alright, books got me covered. Sweet. Okay, man looks at the devotee. Devotee looks at God. Preacher talks to the man. God looks at the instrument. So there's a sequence here. Preacher talks to the man. God looks at the instrument. Fascinating. Oh, wait. Yes, yes. Okay, I think I understand now. Yeah. Because the instrument was one of the options back at the cemetery. Man looks at the devotee. The devotee looks at God, so that's actually correct. God looks at the instrument. So yeah, we get a turn until that's facing north. Or facing the statue. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The preacher talks to the man. So we have to angle you towards that one, I'm sure. There we go. And the devotee looks at God. Alright. And let's see, what was that other one? The man looks at the devotee. Right. Puzzles! Booyaka! Sweet! Although, I feel like it would be slightly blasphemous to have a puzzle escape hatch under your statue of God. Hey, here's another one. Oh, we're using this thing again. I don't know, maybe that's permissible in this society. Alright. We lit the bonfire. Our humanity is restored. Now we got a torch. Alright, come on, Elvis. Huh. Alright, well, here's your problem. Pipes broke it. The pipe sprung a leak. No wonder the society's running out of water. See, this is the stuff you have to sort out when you're king. Alright, come on, Elvis. The king does not fear the dark. Ooh, we got us a maze here. Yep. Hey, buddy, you alright down there? Oh, okay. Achievement, discover the preacher's corpse. Damn. Alright. Well, homeboy should have had a torch with him. This is the problem. He couldn't see where he was going, and he stumbled into a hole in the ground. I mean, it's obviously that and absolutely nothing sinister, like somebody conked him on the head down here and threw the body somewhere he wouldn't be found. That would definitely not happen in a society where nobody can understand each other. Excuse me. Still dealing with this cough. Alright. Well, that fixes that. Oh god, we are fixing leaks down here. Awesome! See, we moved on from entertainment, and now we are doing our civic duty to address the needs of the community. So yeah, this is basically how we become the king from Fallout New Vegas. All this is an extended metaphor for how Freeside came to be. Alright, so we fixed one leak. Hey! Alright. Damn. Oh, no, we just shut the water off. Fair enough. Well, you know, now we can fix the pipes. Alright. Hey! We're on the other side. Take that, warriors. Ooh, reached the frontier, huh? I see we've got a new color palette here. Also, I note the sky appears to be hot pink. That's concerning. Damn, where are we? Oh, there we are. Well, this feels warm and inviting. Ooh. Okay, found the bad guy faction. Huh, alright. Interesting. Something tells me I don't want to be seen by those guys. Yep, okay. Alright, we are going to have to sneak around here. We'll wrap up shortly, but I am kind of curious. Oh, fuck! Run! Run, Elvis! They're not ready. They're not ready for your... Oh, God! Damn, I think they did just gank me. Alright. Something, something, something. I have no idea what that means. Huh. Alright, there's that. Obviously this means Doom Fortress. And I think these people worship Satan. Or the universe equivalent of Satan. Although it's inverted from the sun, so maybe it's the moon. Yep, we're dealing with moon worshippers. Awesome. Hey, here we go. I saw that lizard. I'm gonna get one as a pet. Death loves warriors. Warriors don't like death. Oh, we're gonna do a translation thing here. Alright. Warriors don't like death. Death loves warriors. Warriors. Okay. Yeah. So this is going to be warrior or soldier. Yeah, death loves warriors. Warriors don't like death. Yep. That's a no. That's like or love. Alright. Alright. Like, love. Not. We're not. Okay, death. So that is death. Death loves warriors. Death like love warrior. This might be a plural. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Oh, hey, a spear. Sweet. Oh, hell yeah. We got us a weapon. Alright. Some glyphs can be linked to the equivalent glyph of another language, even if it's not yet translated. Possible to validate the link from one glyph to another without having translated the original one yet. Alright. Well, let's take a look. So, right. This is... Right, warrior is this one. Not is... Oh, no, no. This one. Love like is this one, and death is... Death, dead, love like, not warrior. Maybe it was this. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, cool. Death loves warrior. So yeah, it looks like this character and this character are part of the construction for warrior, but these are the specific individual characters. Yeah, this is... I had it backwards. This little squiggly thing here is part of the plural construction. So that might be their equivalent of man. Like, the literal translation might be something like man who makes war or something. So let us... We'll just say that is person for now. Hey! Person, not. Person, not. Yeah, no luck on this one. We'll figure this out. Actually, we are at just about midnight. So you know what? I think this is a good stopping point. We will park here and pick this up next time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. This is really fun. I'm liking the construction of the puzzles. I can see the ingenuity in separating out and creating and constructing multiple languages while keeping them simple enough to be a interesting and fun gameplay element. I'm loving the style, and I'm getting a curious sense of the story, even though obviously we're just scratching the surface here, and it's going to be a bit before we figure out what exactly happened. But yeah, we will return to this in 2 weeks and continue the adventures of Elvis. The second part's the worst. Oh, I will brace myself accordingly. I know we picked up a spear, so I imagine we're going to have to play the part at some point. But we will see if Elvis has to defend his territory now that he has laid claim to the title. Hey, Orange, good to have you here. We're just about ready to wrap up, but thanks for coming. I'll give you a shout out real quick. Yeah, I think we will just call it there. Hey, you built a car? Nice, nice. Hey, you got to work your way up to planet crafting. You start small, and eventually you start playing God in a real sense. But yeah, tomorrow night we will be playing Moonlighter. I dabbled in that a while back, kind of a reciteer-like, but was meaning to give that a fair shake, because I never actually got that far, kind of got sidetracked, so looking forward to taking a deeper look at that one. Someone must have kept Rin from overplaying. She started at 3. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, I've got so many Discord friends that have just gone hard in that game. I really need to give it a whirl myself. I've been hearing so many good things about it. But yeah, we will be doing Moonlighter tomorrow night. So have a good night, everyone, and see you next time.